Hello dear students, very pleasant good morning to you all. Hope all of you are doing fine and keeping well. Dear students, hope you have also watched the previous video which I had sent you, that was about the scene 5. In this particular class, we will be learning Act 2, Scene 6, test number 1 to 17, and the characters present in this scene are Graciano, Salarino, Lorenzo and Jessica. And where this scene is taking place, the location of this scene is right in front of our Shylock's house. And what are the things that we are going to learn in this part of the scene? Context, that is, wait for Lorenzo. Graciano, Salerno, they are waiting for the arrival of Lorenzo. The second one, Graciano explains about the common general characteristics of lovers. And third one, cancellation of the masquerade. And at the end of the scene, we are going to see Antonio is coming and telling about the cancellation of the masquerade party. Here also plays Lorenzo, Jessica, or Antonio is also present in this scene. Let us do it very quickly. This scene takes place outside Shylock's house. Jessica disguise means changing the costume into a boy, elopes with Lorenzo, taking some of Shylock's possessions, property, means valuables, money, wealth, and so on. She is quite ashamed of her boy's disguise and of her thievery. Thievery means stealing. What she has stolen? She has stolen money, ducats, gold, jewelry, all those things on her own house. At the end of the scene, Antonio informs Graciano of the winds favorable for sale and of Bassanio's departure to Belmont before the scheduled hour. The scene emphasizes the mutual desire of Jessica and Lorenzo, which bridge religious and cultural differences. Alright. Now this scene is taking place, as I have already given you the location. I have already given the before Shylock's house. Before Shylock's house enter Graciano and Salerno masked. The mask means with their face covered. This is the penthouse under which Lorenzo desired us to make stand. This is the penthouse. Penthouse means waiting shed. This is the waiting area where Lorenzo has asked us to wait. Penthouse, waiting shed. Salerno. His hour is almost past. His hour is almost past. That means already the promised time of his arrival is completed, over. Graciano. And it is marvel, he outdwells his hour. It surprises how he is outdwelling his hour. That means why he is delaying. That is a surprise. For lovers, 7 run before the clock. That is the nature of the lovers. If they have an appointment with their lover, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour before they are there. Like some of you just rush to meet your boyfriend or girlfriend to your before the appointed time. Salerno. Or 10 times faster Venus pigeons fly to see lovers born's new maid, and they travel 10 times faster than the Venus pigeon fly to bind the bond made by new lovers. Now you have to understand who is this Venus. In the Greek mythology, Venus is the goddess of love, and Cupid is the god of love. Or 10 times he is saying that, or 10 times faster Venus pigeons fly to see lovers born new made. Then they are wont to keep obliged faith unforfeited. Then later on they may not. They will be very slow in keeping those fulfillments, promises. Look at reference number 6-8. Venus pigeons. Venus, the classical goddess of love, rode in a chariot drawn by doves. Doves of Venus are quick to seal the promises made by new lovers. Lovers are always in a greater hurry to keep a new engagement than they are to keep their marriage promises. They may not fulfill or keep the promises, marriage promises, but always lovers are there eager to meet each other before the fixed or appointed time. So he says to keep obliged faith unforfeited. That means to keep their marriage promises. Graciano. Now that ever holds who rises from a feast with that keen appetite that he sits down, he is asking, who is the person who with extreme hunger goes for a party and eats the food from there, and afterwards how slowly he is returning home? That he is saying. That ever holds who rises from a feast with that keen appetite, extreme hunger, with extreme appetite, you go and eat the food, and after that what happens? You may not be so fast in returning. That he sits down. Where is the horse that doth untread again his tedious measure with the unbaited fire that he did pace them first? The same second example is taking the example of a horse which is participating in a ride, horse riding, with extreme speed it goes to the target, and with the same speed it will never return to the starting point. All things that are which are with more spirit chase than enjoy. All the things in our life we try to get, and once that is over, again we may not show that much interest in the second one after getting that. For example, if you like to buy a mobile phone, after with so much struggle you got your new mobile, and after 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, you may not show the same interest that you used to show when the mobile was purchased for the first time. Yes, or with more spirit chase than enjoy. How like a younger or a prodigal, the scarfed bar puts from her native bay, hugged and embraced by the wanton wind. Now, it is the same case with a ship which starts its journey from its shore, harbor, with all the security, with all the cleaning, decoration, everything it goes, and it is sailing in the ocean, and it is hugged and embraced by the wind, the careless storm, heavy wind, and so somehow it reaches. Now, with all good preparations it goes, and while it returns, it is returning like a beggar with unclean body, with broken decorations and so on. Look at the reference number, then you will understand. Reference number 11-14. Where is the horse that travels again over the same road on its return journey with the same energy with which it set out? All things that exist are more enjoyed in the course of their attainment than in the attainment itself. Younger, a young man, younger means young man, yes, means younger son, such as a prodigal son in the parable of the Bible. So here the third example is how a particular ship goes or starts her sail with all the precautions. With clean, neat and clean it goes. Then when it returns like a prodigal or a younger or a younger or even a beggar, and hugged and embraced by the wanton wind. How like a prodigal doth she return, like a prodigal person, a careless person, like a beggar, he returns with over withered ribs, with beaten up, damaged ribs and ragged sails, lean, rent and beggared by the wanton wind, totally disturbed distracted by the wanton wind. Wanton means careless wind, beaten up by the wind. Now, all this Grecianus dialogue, what he is saying? He is saying only three things. He tells about the common characteristics of a beggar. Common characteristics of a lover. Beggars, lovers are normally very fast in arriving the appointed place time. Now he says, the first example he says that a person who goes with extreme hunger to a party, now he eats so fastly there and afterwards he will be very slow in returning home. Second example is the example of a horse which participates in a ride and with extreme speed it runs to the target, and after reaching there it will not return to the same speed. Same way in our life, all the things that we try to get with so much keen interest, and once those things are in our hand, we may not show the same interest. Like, now third example is the example of a ship which sets out in the sea for the first time with all the precautions, care, decoration and everything. It goes, and as it travels, it is embraced, hugged by the wanton wind. One means the storm, hurricane and so on. And as it reaches the harbor and while it returns like a younger or a prodigal or like a beggar. Now, Salarino. Test number 21, Salarino. Here comes Lorenzo. More of this later. Yes, about like this. We will talk later. Here comes our Lorenzo, of whom they were waiting for. Now, Lorenzo. Sweet friends, your patience for my long abode. Sweet friends, thank you for your patience while waiting for me so long. Sweet friends, your patience for my long abode. Not I, but my affairs. Not my purposely, I did not delay myself, but my busy job has made you to wait. When you shall please to play the thieves for wives, when you shall please to play the thieves for wives, I shall watch as long as you for then. Yes, as long as. So when it is time for you to steal a lady as your wife, that time I too will wait for you as long as you want. Now approach, as they were talking, they have reached right in front of approach. Here dwells my father Jew, who is within. Now as they talked, our Lorenzo told, see, this is my father-in-law's house, that is Shylock's house, and he calls out who is within. Enter Jessica above in boy's clothes. Jessica, who are you? Tell me more for certainty. Who are you? Jessica is inquiring. Who are you? What is your name? Tell me for more, making it more sure. Albeit I will swear that I do know your tongue. Though I recognize your tongue, your sound, please once again confirm and tell me who you are. Lorenzo and thy love. Yes, I am Lorenzo, your love. Jessica. Lorenzo said, and my love indeed, for whom now I so much, and now who knows but you, Lorenzo, whether I am yours. Yes, I really recognize that you are Lorenzo, but Lorenzo, now you only know and decide whether I belong to you or not. Lorenzo, heaven and thy thoughts are witness that thou art. Yes, heaven and your thoughts are witness that you are mine. Jessica. Here, now she dropped something in the basket. She dropped something from the casement, from the window into the hands of our Lorenzo. Here, catch this casket. It is worth the pains. Though it is heavy, it is so valuable. I am glad it is night. You don't look at me. I am so glad it is night time. And please don't look at me like that way. Why? Because she has already changed her dress into like a dress of a boy. I am glad it is night. You do not look on me, for I am much ashamed for my exchange. I am really ashamed of my exchange. But love is blind, and lovers cannot see the pretty follies that themselves commit. So he says that, see, she is so shameful, and she's also saying love is so blind, and pretty follies means the little foolish things the lovers that the lovers do. That is, they are not serious about that one. They are just blind. That is the reason why it is called pyar andha hai. Yes, the pretty fall is that themselves coming. For if they could, Cupid himself, Cupid, who is Cupid? God of love. Who is the goddess of love? Venus. Yes, himself would blush to see me thus transformed to a boy. If God Cupid, God of love, Cupid finds me like this, he himself will be much more ashamed of finding me in this boy's costume. Lorenzo, listen, for you must be my torch bearer. Yes, come down quickly. You have to be my torch bearer. Jessica, what? Must I hold a candle to my shades? Why? Shall I hold a candle to show my identity? Already she is in boy's dress and she is asking, shall I hold a candle to show my shame again? They in themselves, good suit, are too light. They themselves, the dress itself is too light, shameful. So I don't want to reveal. Why? It's an offense of discovery, love, and I should be obscure. It is an office. Look at that. It is a duty holding a torch, light up and reveal things. It is a duty. So she is getting ready to come down. Lorenzo. So you are sweet even in the lovely garnish of a boy. You are so sweet, you are so beautiful even in the garnish dress of a boy. But come at once, for the close night doth play the runway. Please come down so quickly, because this night we have to escape. And we are stayed for at Bassanio's feast. We have to attend Bassanio's party. Yes, Jessica, I will make fast the doors. I will lock the doors and glit myself with some more decades, and I will take some more decades and be with you straight. Exit above. Gratiana, now by my hood, a gentle Gentile and no Jew. She is a Gentile. Gentile has got two meaning. Means a non-believer as well as a gentle lady. Now, seeing the behavior of Jessica, Gratiano says that she is so gentle, so decent, so nice. Lorenzo, beshrew me, but I love her heartily. Beshrew me, that means, see, by my hood. See, by my hood, this Elizabethans had the habit of making promise by touching various parts of their dress. And hood, no? These days we all wear jacket and the head covering portion is called a hood. So touching on the hood of the jacket, our Gratiano says that, yes, she is so gentle. And then Lorenzo says, beshrew me, but I love her heartily. If I don't her sincerely, let curse fall on me. That means, curse me if you like. Beshrew is a word that is used for curse. Curse me if I don't love her heartily, for she is so wise. If I can judge her, according to my judgment, she is so wise, then she is so beautiful as and fair she is, if that my eyes can be true. If I can believe my eyes, then she is truthful, and true she is, as she has proved herself. She is so sincere as she has proved, and therefore, like herself, wise, fair, and true, she shall be placed in my constant soul. Lorenzo says that as Jessica is so wise, so fair, so truthful, so sincere, I shall place her in my heart for a long time. Now, enter Jessica below. What art thou come? Oh, you have come so fast. Oh, gentleman, away. Our masking maids by this time for a stay. They must see our masking friends, other people who are participating in the masquerade, in the party. They may be waiting for us. Let us go quickly. Now, exit with Jessica and Salerno and enter Antonio. Here our Antonio comes, the last part of this one. Who is there? Sit near Antonio. Sit means, oh gentleman Antonio. Antonio. Five, Gratiano. Where are all the rest? Where are all the rest? Five. Shame. Five means shame. Gratiano. Where are all the rest? It's 9 o'clock. Our friends all stay for you. It's already 9 o'clock. It is already 9 o'clock and all our friends are waiting for you. No mass tonight. There is no mass procession tonight. The wind is come about. The favorable wind has come. Those days, the ship sailed depending on the flow of the wind, and the favorable wind was available. So, now Antonio comes and announces there is no mass procession. Bassanio presently will go abroad. Immediately, Bassanio is getting ready to go abroad. I have sent 20 out to seek for you. Almost I have sent 20 people to find you. Please go quickly, Graciano. I am glad on it. I am very happy about it. I desire no more delight than to be under sail and to go tonight. So he is so excited, but Graciano is so excited to go to Belmont. So he says that I am glad on it. I desire no more delight, no more happiness than sailing in this particular night itself. Yes, dear students, this is the class. This is what we have already learned. Now let us summarize once again. In this particular class, we have learned scene number 6, test number 1 to 70, the total scene, and the characters present here: Graciano, Salerno, Lorenzo, Jessica, and at the end we will find our Antonio also here. And where is the location? It is taking place right in front of the house of, nearby the house of Shiloh. And what is the contest? Now, Graciano, Salerno, they all are waiting for our Lorenzo's arrival. Now, second one, the nature of lovers is revealed by our Graciano, and cancellation of masquerade, and the announcement about the immediate departure of Bassanio to Belmont. This is what we have seen. Yes, dear students, I would like to wind up my class by giving you 2 questions. Please ask homework. Homework number 1. Please write down the summary of this particular scene in 4 to 5 sentences of your own. Question number 2. What are the general characteristics or behavior pattern of lovers told by Graciano? That is on page number 66, test number 10 to 20. The answer is already there. And question number 3, why the masquerade is cancelled, why the masquerade party is cancelled, and why Bassanio is getting ready to leave for Belmont immediately. Please understand this class and clarify with your questions, and hope all of you are completing your workbook also. Alright, please watch the video, clarify your doubts with me. Alright, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you.